Hey V,
Hey Theo, how are you?
good, good, doing very
Good,
well.
good.
So, who are you and what do you do?
Well, uh, I'm Virginia and you call me V. And what I do is I'm retired. I'm 76 and I retired about, I would say 7 or 8 years ago.
Yeah,
And I've always been fairly energetic. I have a lot of hobbies. I have house plants and guitar and
yeah.
yoga, all sorts of different things.
And what was your initial situation before we started working together?
Well, I was tired, Theo.
Yeah,
I was just tired, and being retired, it was like, is this how I'm going to live out my last what 10, 15 years?
yeah,
And I was just I've never been a depressed person, and I was getting depressed.
mm,
And I went to doctors, Western doctors. I went to chiropractors. I went to acupuncturists. I had every method to find out what was wrong. I knew there was something wrong, Theo, but I couldn't explain it other than this fatigue.
yeah,
But you can't go to a Western doctor and say, "Oh, hey doc, I'm tired." He'd go, "Well, you know what they say, take a pill, go for a walk, increase this, do that." And then one day I was on Instagram, and you had a post come up and it was about coffee.
mm,
And there was the little video, and it's like they're only 30 seconds, and I was just, I don't know, for something it just clicked, and I listened to the video and I was just, my jaw dropped.
yeah,
And it was interesting because I had just started to stop coffee. I hadn't really stopped yet until I read that video. I immediately stopped the coffee, and of course, you know what happens. I had 4 days of withdrawals. But I was expecting it because I had gone off coffee once before. But in those 4 days, um, I thought, I like this guy. I'm going to start looking at all of his little reels. So I went in, and I think you have about 100 of them. I think I read every single reel, about short little reels about what's good for me, what's bad for me, or not me, for everyone.
yeah.
And it just, Theo, it's just all of a sudden, before I even spoke to you live, it was like a sigh of relief. It was like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I've been looking for. I mean, I didn't even know what the program was yet, and I just knew. So I had the little, I think it was a 90-second call, or the first call
Mm,
with you. And I told you about what was wrong. Other than my fatigue, I have shingles
yeah,
virus, Epstein-Barr virus.
yeah,
Um, and the Epstein-Barr virus has caused tinnitus and neuropathy and back pain.
yeah,
And this was all in May of this year is when this started.
yeah,
So we had our initial call, then we had a follow-up call. And everything about the program, it just made sense to me. And all of a sudden, the depression was gone. I still had the fatigue, but I wasn't depressed anymore because I knew there was hope. I was just so grateful. And then I got the protocols, the foods that I had to start, um, you know, removing from my diet, and the supplements. We ordered the supplements, and I bought the books, and
yeah.
we started having calls, and just every single day I just started feeling better.
And I also remember you had lots of pain, back pain, nerve pain,
Yes,
body, right?
yes, I still have the back pain. Um, that the back pain, the hip pain, and I am working with a massage therapist for that, plus all, the protocols that we're doing, and it's getting much better. It's not 100% better. I would say we're 85%.
Yeah, that's
So that's been huge, but I can still, I mean, I can walk. So I walk every day. I can do my yoga. and exercises, and I can work on my plants. And that's another thing, Theo. Before I started with you, I had no interest in all the things I loved. My singing, my guitar playing, my plants they just looked awful. They were just, oh, everybody was just like this. And once I started getting better day by day, my plants are better. I'm taking better care of them. My yard's better. Um, um, I see, I go out now. I go out more. I mean, it was really difficult all those years when people would say, let's do this, let's do that. And you can't continually say, I'm tired. It doesn't work. People don't get it. They just don't get it. So I just stayed in a lot. I mean, for me was great. I mean, I could stay in the house and I didn't have to explain myself. And you should see my garage. It's full of boxes of paperbacks. I mean, mindless reading, because I wasn't bedridden, but let's put it this way. I did a lot of reading, and I have seen every rerun of Reba. You probably don't even know what that is. Reba McEntire, the country singer, she had some people that are watching this are going to start laughing. I know. I watched every series on TV because I couldn't do anything. And now like I said, May? It's been 6 months. And already I have my life back. I have my life back. I'm so grateful. I even went out and bought a new car. I live in Livermore, California. I drove to Calabasas and my friends went, what? I mean, I wouldn't even get on the freeway. I have this fear of driving next to trucks. And where I live, there's these freeways and you've got the big trucks. And I just am afraid. And I conquered that fear, drove all the way to LA, 6 hours down, 6 hours back. And so I have my life back. I'm just so grateful. And when I drove to Calabasas, I got to meet you because I'm in Livermore, you're in Germany. It was wonderful. And I got to meet Anthony, and the author of Medical Medium books. So that's where I am.
Yeah.
But the back pain is getting better. Yes, I forgot about the back. I forgot. But that's the other thing. You begin to live with your pains. Oh, shingles virus. I'd have a really severe attack if my food was, this is before I started the program. If my diet was off, if I ate and drank too much, excuse me, I'd get a severe attack. The first attack I had, I was in bed for 4 days, and the pain was just intense in my back. But that will come to drinking. That reminds me of, I wanted to share about drinking because, I was trying everything, juice for my tiredness, juicing. And then I says, okay, I'm going to stop drinking. And I didn't drink that much, sushi and sake, maybe a little wine. So I stopped drinking in March of this year. And by May, before I met you, it's like, well, this is bull. I said, I'm still tired. And that's when this tiredness, that's how I explain it. It's like the hangover, not a really bad hangover where you're really sick the next day, but that draggy, tired feeling. Or after you get over the flu, that first day after when you're starting to feel better, you just are, it's not tired, sleepy tired. It's just
drained. You feel
draining. Absolutely. So at least I quit drinking. I haven't had a drink since March, and then I went off coffee. That was hard, but let me tell you, after the 4 days, whoa, it just wakes you up, and of course, not drinking coffee, I was able to, give up the half and half that I put in the coffee and the teaspoon of sugar. And then I just started throwing things off. I mean, I just jumped in. I mean, I admire people that can, do a little bit at a time, but man, I just jumped in. I went through the foods to quit, which I had a pretty clean diet, I thought.
Yeah.
But and then the foods to add and the supplements that you recommended. And like I said, it's like I have a war with these viruses, and I'm winning the war.
Yeah. And what was your motive for seeking to work with me?
Oh, I couldn't do it alone. I needed someone to guide me
Yeah.
because after we first started talking and I got the first book, Cleanse to Heal by Anthony, I knew there was so much information. I knew I couldn't navigate it. I needed help. And what you've done, you've really basically held my hand the whole way. And one thing I need to tell people is that your patience, not only with my health, my computer skills. When we first, I don't think you noticed this, but when we first started, talk about an eye roll when I was trying to get connected or do the audio or whatever. So the patience that you had with me and the patience that I see with your other clients, what do you call us?
Or pleasure. Sure.
Clients. You're just so patient and you answer every question and even my dumb questions. And that is so important to me. And having a support system during this whole thing is huge.
Yeah.
And I'm just so grateful that, when I started this, I was just in tears. I was so grateful. I said, finally, I have my life back and I have Theo to thank. And I continue to work with you, and you still answer my dumb questions.
Of course, I love to answer your questions.
I know, but you answer everybody's questions
Of
and
course.
the reels. And what's so frustrating, Theo, and this is why I'm glad we're doing this video. And to you people, I don't know who I'm talking to or who is watching this, but once you get started on on the healing and you people that are my friends and your clients that are still on it that are watching this, just keep going. It's not, I don't want to say it's not easy. I don't want to say it's easy. I don't want to say it's not easy. It's work with the juicing, but with the support system that I have, like with your other clients and you, I feel that I'm just going to keep going.
Yeah. Yeah. The group is amazing, actually.
It really a great group.
Yeah.
And
And
go ahead.
and what did you like, what was your goal? What did you expect before working with me?
I didn't know what to expect other than I knew I was beginning to feel better. So I guess that was my expectation.
Yeah.
But getting comfortable with all your viruses and your pains and everything, it was like my goal was to get rid of them and to feel better so that I could function at 100%. So that was my goal, was to get my health back, get my life back.
Yeah.
And I have it back. And I'm not completely healed, but I have my life back. And
Yeah.
my plants have their life back.
Mine's also recovered. Yeah,
They recovered.
that would be the next question. Like, what did you achieve in the end through working with me?
Um, my health. I can tell. My health. I got my health back. Like
Yeah.
I said, I'm still working on it, and I will continue to work with. The main thing is my health.
Yeah.
I can now say I'm healthy, and I don't have to live with those pains, and I know that they are going. And so that I would say that's my health. And the frustrating thing is people that know me see the improvement.
Yeah.
I
And
just have more energy,
yeah.
energy to do the things I love.
How much energy would you say you have more in percent?
Oh, 100% more. Listen, what does Anthony call it? A mattress island?
Just yeah.
Like I said, I wasn't bedridden, but I was reading a book or watching TV. I just, I could function then. Not, I couldn't function, but I could make my breakfast and go to the store. I could do that kind of thing. But it was always tired, get back and sit down. So I'm continuing.
And how much would you say did the pain improve?
Oh, at least, well, the only pain is in my back, and I would say at least 85%. I still have a little bit to go, but
Yeah.
each day, I have certain exercises that I do, and if I could, bend this far and it started hurting. Well, now I can go this far. So I'm almost to the point where
Yeah.
if I'm like this, I'm just short of 100%. And
Yeah.
my chiropractor, she's really good. She's not she's never cracked myself, but she's just more of an alignment. She understands what I'm doing. She's just amazed at my progress.
Amazing.
And I lost 15 pounds. I was way too heavy.
Yeah.
And
I
and
didn't
the
even
thing,
know that. I didn't even know that.
well, I did.
First time I'm
Well,
hearing
yeah,
that.
no, that was great.
So great. And how would you describe working with me?
Oh, uh, uh, all I can say is if everyone was here and I could give you a big hug. I mean that's I mean it's the information that it's the information is wonderful, but you as a person and as a coach, you're not I won't let you go. It's wonderful. Your coaching is wonderful. Like I said, you've given me my life back. Anthony in Medical Medium has given me my life back, but I couldn't have done the Medical Medium without you. I needed that guidance.
Yeah.
I needed, even the supplements. I mean, to this day, I'm still asking you about supplements and what to take, and we talk about that. And when I have, this or that surfaces, but your training, your method is not only the kindness, but the knowledge that you have. The knowledge is, and the knowledge that you impart. I mean, I watch it every day as your clients ask you questions and you answer them, and the kindness that with everyone. I mean, it's wonderful. I would say it's wonderful. If I had to put a word to it, it's wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you. No, I really appreciate that. Uh,
Oh yeah, I can't say enough. And I
because
tell everybody, and the frustrating is things is it's like I always use this. I don't know if you can see my hand going over my head. I tell people about it, and it's like, oh, give me a Coca-Cola. It's like, you just want to shake them by the head. But the thing is, that's how I am. But luckily, that's not how you are. You don't. When someone comes to you, you don't pound it into our head. You present the materials that you have taken and learned and give to us,
yeah,
and it's a beautiful thing.
yeah.
I'm forever grateful.
Thank you so much. And yeah, it's I mean that's why I stopped playing professional soccer because I wanted to do that. And I just want to make sure that everybody like when somebody becomes my client, I give everything that they feel better. And that's really important for me. I really want people to heal. So that's super important. And yeah, thank you again. I mean, what did surprise you the most about the coaching or working with me?
Uh, I would say, I don't know if I can say this in polite company, but uh, honestly, the constipation.
Ah,
I'm,
yeah.
I mean, honestly, that surprised me because I'm 76 and I've used everything in the world, to go to the John every day. And once you start on this program, it was like clockwork every day. And it's like, now I know why those commercials, like these people have these big smiles on their face. Like I say, it's kind of hard to say this when I know people are watching, but I know you probably have had a little trouble with it. But the fruits and vegetables and the supplements, my system is just working. So
Yeah.
I would say that my system is functioning at all, let's put it this way, all jets are firing.
Yeah, yeah. And it's to me it's crazy how many people don't actually realize that they have constipation.
Yeah.
Like people are saying to me, "Yeah, I'm good. I don't have any health problems. I have bowel movements once a day." I'm like, "You're constipated." Once a
Yeah.
day is not enough. And every
Yeah.
constipation is one of the first things that almost everybody is getting relief from when they're starting the program, because
Yes, exactly.
they actually really like the body systems start to work again. You really take care of what's causing the constipation. You get down the inflammation that is slowing down the peristaltic action. And it's just, it's a relief, literally.
Literally,
So,
figuratively. Yes.
yeah. So, yeah, that's actually, that's very true. I mean, constipation is the big one for most people, and most people don't
Yeah.
even realize that they have it. Yeah.
Yes.
And why did you decide to work with me?
I just, I knew that I found the answer. I knew it. I was ready to, I wasn't suicidal, but I was depressed and I had resigned to the fact that that's how I was going to feel until I saw your little reel. And once we started talking, I just knew that I finally found my path. And it was with your training and or your training and the work that you impart to us. So that's what was the question?
Yeah, why did you decide to work with me?
Oh, yeah, because you're really, really, really good at what you do. And I'm so thankful that you gave up soccer. But I must admit that one video that you showed of you kicking the winning goal, that was, I wanted to stand up and cheer. So thank you for, thank you for following your path. And another one of my goals is to um, really figure out what my purpose is. Even though I'm 76, I feel I have a purpose. I'm not working on it. I'm going to let it develop. But now whatever comes my way, I will do. And I have the energy to do it. Mentally and physically and spiritually, I will have whatever comes my way. I'm not sure what it is. Might be with medical media, might, you know, there might be a job in there for me at some point. I mean, I too want to help people because it works.
Yeah.
It works. And to have someone coaching you, a health coach, I mean, I'm so proud of you.
And lastly, who would you recommend to work with me?
Who would I not recommend to work with you? Everyone. I mean, everyone. I tell everyone. Um, yeah, because it it's a difficult path to navigate on your, for me anyway, it was, and I think for a lot of people,
Yeah.
because we have to get rid of so much of the way we thought
Oh,
and you know, Western medicine in the first place, you know, it's just criminal what they're doing. It's criminal, the pharmaceuticals that they're pushing on people. And people love their drugs, their prescriptions, and they hold these doctors on high, and these doctors don't. I'd go it like I said when we first started. Gee, doc, I'm tired. Well, so is every. Well, you're 76. Even one of my friends, we were talking. I said, "Gosh, you know, I was getting tired or whatever," and she says, "Well, it's our age." Well, guess what? It's not our age because I have the energy and I'm here to prove it. And anybody that wants to train, and I couldn't have done this on my own, believe me.
yeah.
That's why I highly recommend, and I recommend it to everyone. Like
Yeah.
I said, even at the local grocery store.
That's it. I mean, I really don't like it, or better saying, I really hate it when people say that getting symptoms or whatever at whatever stage in life is just something that's normal. You know, being tired, having pain, having insomnia.
Yes,
It's not normal to have these symptoms in any stage of your life. It doesn't matter if you're in perimenopause. It doesn't matter if you're in menopause. Doesn't matter if you're retired. Doesn't matter if you're a teenager. It's never no. It doesn't matter if you're on your period. It's never normal to have any kind of symptoms in your life. It's just not normal. But we normalize that so much nowadays that it's just people think they don't have health issues when they have menstrual pain, when they have constipation, and when they have brain fog and acne. They don't even consider that anymore as health issues. Like that's how far we,
exactly,
it's
exactly.
and energy problems and needing caffeine to go to function. And those are all chronic symptoms. And that's why basically everybody nowadays has chronic symptoms. And it's just, it's really bad already and it's getting even worse. So I'm really happy that you're doing so much better and that you got
Oh,
your
yes,
it's amazing. I'm super grateful that we also had the chance to meet each other. So
exactly.
that was also super nice. And hopefully it wasn't the last time.
I'm sure we'll meet again. I hope so. It's just been a magnificent journey. I'm so grateful. So
So
grateful.
so happy to hear that. Thank you
Yes,
so much for sharing your story, V.
you're
And
welcome.
you're such an inspiration. You're such a like you light up the group basically every time. Motivate you even motivate other people and help them. Like last time we talked about like you also helped like another person in the group that had also trouble getting rid of some foods. I think you remember and you know what I who I mean. And that person really got better also because of your help. So you
Oh,
already
that's good. Well,
know how to.
that's what I want to do, and that's why I'm doing this video because if someone's out there and they're on their fence, boy, just jump right in. Just get 1-800 call Theo.
Thank you so much. Thank
You're
you so
welcome.
much. Okay. Talk soon.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you. Talk
Bye.
soon.